Welcome to the Baker and Tymo Show. My name is Tymo, and this is episode 4 of the Big Damn Team Challenge. Now, when we left off last time, we were about 20 games into the season, 20 games exactly, and we don't have much to show for it, with an 8-11-1 record. We do have some bright points, one especially bright point being the fact that we have Mr. Joe Thornton at 40 years old with 31 points in 20 games played. We also have Pete, this year's draft pick, Clarence Pete, as you'll remember, with a solid 27 points in 20 games. So, you know, we're looking okay in a couple of ways. But ultimately, I think that our goaltenders are either the problem or part of the problem, because when we look at our goaltending stats, they're not quite up to snuff. So either we're going to have to take a look at this team and decide if we need possibly an upgrade at, say, defense, where we're lacking down here on Carlson and Zadorov, or maybe we actually need a goaltender upgrade. But we do have Markstrom and Cooper, so I mean, both these guys have the potential to be good. Plus, we also have to keep in mind that whatever goaltender we do go after is going to need to be tall enough. So we're kind of, I almost feel like we're a little bit more stuck with our goaltenders than we are with defense. I can easily go take a look at what's available for a small defensive upgrade. I'm just talking about upgrading one of those guys on the third line defense that could possibly just give us a little bit more of an edge, and hopefully we wouldn't have to give up too much. So right away I'm looking at either Zadorov or what's the other fella? The other fella, Zadorov, or let's just go to defense. That's one way of doing it. Zadorov or Carlson? Carlson's 22 years old and the 76 overall. Zadorov is 79 overall at 24. I think I'd rather hold on to Zadorov just because we can get more of an upgrade on Carlson as well. Maybe that's not the right play because Carlson is younger, but we will find out, that's for sure. So I'm putting Carlson on the block. I'm also going to add in most likely a pick. I don't know if he'll be worth it on his own. What picks do we have? We do have a second. That could be tantalizing for someone. There's no way I'm throwing a first in. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about going after someone like that. Okay, so right away, Ducks probably not a good fit. Maybe Coyotes, but I don't think they have anyone who's tall enough. Boston has Chara. I don't know if they would do that, though. I think Chara's value might be a little bit too high in order to do that. We could always try, but then we also run the risk of having Chara retire on us. Ristolainen, but Ristolainen's definitely going to have way too high of a trade value. I don't know anybody on Calgary who we could use here. Calgary. Who's Calgary have? Let's take a look at Calgary. I feel like they're not going to have anyone suitable, but you just never know until you actually take a look. Hannafin might be large enough, but I think that's just way too high of a value. Only 6'3". 6'2", 6'4", but not good enough. Yeah, 6'3". No one's going to cut it on Calgary. Alright, so what about Carolina? They want Carlson, so that's a good bonus right there. Have Slavin, probably too high. I don't even know if he's tall enough. Falk's not tall enough either, I don't think. Hamilton's a big boy. Hamilton's 6'6". I didn't think he was that big. Damn. Alright, Hamilton might be our guy. That's probably rating about the range that we want to. What about Sanheim? Because he's quite a bit younger. 6'3", just under the mark. Just under the mark. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's try Dougie. That's actually pretty even trade value, too. They want Carlson. They don't want the pick. We get an immediate upgrade. He's got 2 years left on his contract. Rejected. I thought that would be it. I honestly thought that was going to be it. I think we could sweeten this. We're very close. They want Sider too, but he's not ready yet. Sider isn't ready yet. I could be playing Sider in the minors. Guess probably another pick here then. Draft picks. Let's go with our 4th or Dallas's 4th. I don't know. We're going to be pretty bad. Maybe we want to give him Dallas's. Oh, I really thought that was going to say accepted. I actually can't believe that doesn't say accepted. They're fourth? We have 3 fourths. So that's got to be it, right? Right? Rejected. Really? We might not be upgrading at all. I can't believe we've been rejected yet again. 4 fourths. No, 3 fourths, a second, Carlson and Hamilton. At this point, I don't know if it's worth it. Although Dougie is quite the upgrade overall. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to happen then. Okay, well, who else is out there who's probably large enough? We might have to give up on this endeavor. I'd hate to. Or we just have to give something up that's better. That's the other thing we could do, is just give something up that's better than what we're currently offering. Too good. Lindell, 6'3", not quite tall enough. We need somebody who's like an 80 overall and who happens to be... That's what we need. 80 overall and tall enough. What about old man Mike Green? No, he's not quite. Ooh, 6'4". Pedersen. Marcus Pedersen. 6'4", top 4D, 23 years old. How's he fit in with our team? Defensive pairing 2. Could try that. We might be able to get him. Carlson has more trade value right off the... Well, pretty... That's close. That's close. That almost makes me want to pick from them. You guys got for picks. Want to give us a pick? What about like fourths? Love 4th round picks. Rejected. 5th. 6th. I just feel like we should get something back. No? Really? Okay. Well, screw them. We're not going to trade it. We're going to be defiant and we're going to win games. So a little bit something that we're going to do this episode is we're going to get about maybe 15 minutes or so into this, and then I'm actually going to sim a game and put together a little highlight package for you guys. So I want to see if that could be a formula that might be able to work for us. Seeing as we're right at the beginning of the season, I think we'll probably go ahead about another month. We'll try and go to December 24th, Christmas Eve, and then we'll end up playing this Colorado game on the 27th. That's going to be the one that you guys are going to get some lovely highlights of. So, let's see how this team does. Immediately, we're getting a trade offer. 3rd and a 5th for Shaw. Do we really want Andrew Shaw? Andrew Shaw is good at draws. Give him that. He's good at draws. 3 years remaining. He's an 81 overall. We could use a little... No, he's not tall enough. Of course he's not tall enough. That's obvious. What was I thinking? Alright, 5-2 win. We actually get a win there. We get another win. Back-to-back wins. And that one was in the shootout. That's fine. Nick Paul should be just fine. We win that game. Richardson, I doubt you're tall enough to play for this team, pal. Just gonna go ahead and say that. I'm sorry, but I bet you're just not tall enough. Oh, a 5-2 win there. Marcel Mueller, that's okay. Best lines. He's in the minors anyhow. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's take a look at those draft rankings. We might as well, right? Nichushkin, franchise. And he's not tall enough. Wow, franchise potential player available in the draft. 6'3", 6'4", Sudbury Wolves, Quentin Byfield. That's who I would want to get. Look at his bow tie. That guy means business, alright? So far, it's looking like Byfield was like one of the only guys we could actually draft, and we might be bad enough to do that. Ludwig Johnson, he's only 17 years old. Lots of time to grow. Really strong competition. See, that's the thing. We got really lucky with Pete. We got very lucky. Jeff Claremont, he could be good. You never know. We should be scouting these guys. No scouts in the region. Makes sense. Otherwise, why wouldn't we be scouting them, right? Alright. Read off the hop. We do have a few guys that we can look at. Maybe I'll pin those guys. Claremont. You were one of them. Pinned. Oh. Pinned. Byfield was also pinned. There we go. Alright. Those are the 3 guys that we have to keep an eye on. Paul, I really don't care, bud. There we go. Get a big win there after a loss to the Ducks, and then followed up by a loss 13, 14, and 1. I mean, it could be worse. We're just below 500, which isn't too bad. 5-2 win. There you go. We like to follow up our losses with a win. And a 7-3 win. A big 7-3 win. That's what you like to see. At one of these points, I'm probably going to go have to edit that minor league team. But 4-1 win. 3 wins in a row. And then a big loss. So Beagle is not tall enough. Suter might be tall enough. He might be. But I'm going to say no. I'm just going to say no to it. Alright. Adam Lowry's injured. That's unfortunate, because I don't know how many tall players we actually have. This could mess us up. Boyle's going to slot in up there. Who do we have who's tall enough? Franz isn't tall enough, which means we could trade him. That's what I should be looking at. Should just be looking at anyone who's tall enough and on this team currently and trade him. Wait, Carlo's scratched currently? What are we doing? Carlo should definitely... Carlo and Murphy? Why are those guys scratched? Are they both not tall enough? Carlo's tall enough. Okay, here's our problem. We only have... Okay, I guess Murphy slots in here. Not going to be good on draws. Yeah, see, we have a predicament here. This is the predicament of the 6'4" taller team. Oh, Berglund's good on draws. Well, la-di-da, Berglund. Alright, now we're going to go to our defense. And we're going to put Murphy in, because what the hell are we doing? Although we have a +3 on defense. Oh, that looks nice. That +3 sure is alluring. I'll tell you that much. Carlo's got it going. He's 6'5". Kid's 6'5". There goes yeah. Goes the nice stats. There we go. I'm okay with that. That works for me. What if I take out Zadorov? Maybe Carlson was the guy who was bringing all the pizzazz to the party. He was. Zadorov, I'm sorry, bud, but we want that. We want that boost, baby. That's what we want. We're getting ready for Colorado. We need to have sweet highlights, all right? Okay, so this is what? This is our penalty kill? No, this is our 4-man power play. That's weak. That's real weak. I'm not going to lie to you. Holy cow. Weak sauce. Ooh, -3? Really? No. -3. I don't like that. Alright, how do we switch this up? Burns, Myers. I guess we could throw in Murphy. Old Murph still hates it. They hate that even more. What about this? You guys hate that too. Is Carlo the one who's an asshole? No matter what I do, they hate each other. How's that the case? Carlson and Alexiak. Carlo and Myers. That's what we're going to do. Carlson and Alexiak and Carlo and Myers. That. And it's still negative. It must be the type of line. You know what I mean? Gotta be it. Type of line. This isn't working either. Our penalty kills might just be terrible. Is our regular special teams better? That's okay. Murphy's there. Who was it? It's like Berglund who's good. Not ideal. But our team also kind of sucks, so this is just the issues that we're going to have to deal with, especially if we get players that are hurt. Alright, fair enough. I don't know if we're going to be ready for Colorado at this point. Oh, great. You're back, Adam. Thank you, Adam. We'll slot Adam in before the game, for sure. But I really wish he didn't get hurt for one single game. Really throwing us off a little bit here. Hathaway actually might be big enough. I feel like Hathaway's large. Not very good, but large. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. 6'2", not big enough. Sorry, pal. Can't be part of the Giants. Not today. Alright, so I will make sure that I get Mr. Adam Lowry back in the lineup before we get back into this. And then, yeah, we're going to look at some sweet, sweet highlights from this game. I hope you guys like it. And then, yeah, we'll see you next time. So I'll do a little outro before the video's done. But without further ado, let's check out some sweet highlights from this game. Man, oh man, did the boys ever show up in their debut. The highlights showed it all, a 7-2 win against Colorado, and now we're sitting at 18, 16 and 1. Joe Thornton with 48 points through 35 games. We're actually not doing that bad. We're in 7th in our division, which isn't great, but I think that there's some changes that we possibly could make that we talked about earlier at the beginning of the episode in terms of either defense or goaltending. That's something that we're going to have to look at again, revisit that in the next episode. So with that being said, that is the end of episode 4 of the Big Damn Team Challenge. So thank you so much for being here at the Baker and Tymo Show, and we'll see you next time.